So welcome everybody. I will just start this by do some advertising for something, a small project that I'm doing. It's some kind of tutorial for the Sunshine Glades. It will be based on 3 episodes, one for the par 5s, one for the par 4s and one for the par 3s. And the par 5 is already out as a draft. This will be redone and look very similar to what I'm going to show now. There will be some examples from the real Tour 7 course, and I will start by discussing the hole, and then we will look at 1 or 2 examples on how to play that one. So it will look much like this, where I'm discussing the Sunshine Glades 4, hole 4. I'm not sure exactly which hole this is in the current tournament, but I think it is hole 4. So I will go through the different obstacles and the challenges that we see about this hole, and then I will briefly go through the different holes like this, and hopefully you will have some use for it when you play Tour 7 later on. Yeah. So beware that the par 5 one is going to change. The contents is going to be similar, but it's going to be look a little bit better as it's based on this document type of thing and not me drawing live. Alright, let's get this show going. Hello, board PC guy. Welcome. I tried to look at your video earlier, but it was some strange 20-second clip. I didn't understand it, so maybe you can explain to me what it was all about. So no master this week. I will do expert level as I only have 1 account. This is unfortunately the way it's gonna be. But I hope we will do some nice drops here. So let's start. Yeah, let's check the bag as well. So we're going to use Kingmakers for the most of it, at least for this qualifier. Then we'll decide if we need something more powerful or with higher wind resistance for the opening round. But to start the week off, I think Kingmakers will be fine. Hole 1, par 3. Sorry, I need to update this one a little bit, as we have an internal tournament in the clan where we're only using common clubs. Hopefully I will not end up in the sand, but you never know. So this one it is Kingmaker ball. Let's go. So first hole, no elevation. But it's gonna be headwind, as I saw from some other well, it broke. I tried to upgrade my OBS today, but it said there was some error, so I just skipped it and went on with the old version. I'm not sure exactly if it's the same release schedule because I'm running it on a Macintosh, so it might not be the same. Due to the OBS. Wow. Right. That I don't know. I had an issue last Sunday when my son was trying to upload some video to YouTube as well, and the stream quality was so bad I had to abandon it and make a summary episode later in the week. All right. Hole number 1, let's go. Hello, Mike. Welcome. Bubble is here as well. Bubble is a fantastic grinder and also hopefully a beginning tournament player. So 8.3. My idea is going to play this 1 to 1 plus 1. So 9.3 rings. Let's see where we end up with that. Three. Ooh, very short. We need at least another ring, I think. You guys are hilarious. So this is definitely going to be possible to dial in, get the hole-in-one, at least for the weekend when we have had a few more tries. We will just need to adjust more. Welcome everybody. This feels so relaxing doing the expert when compared to the masters trials, because that's really difficult in my view. So we have a headwind here. It's going to be driver. It's going to be difficult with the sniper, I think. It's going to need to overpower it a lot. So for this hole, if you have headwind, I recommend going about it with the driver. It's about 5 backspin. Oh, maybe more. 6. I'm so used to doing this with the 8, 6, 20%, some 9 rings. And a little bit of curl, like. Oh, that was not good, man, horrible. I'm also used to playing this with a power 0 ball, so I guess I have to curl it a lot more. Well, hole 2. Change bag. So I will see, but I believe I will do a layup and try to sniper this in on the second shot with the wood. But there's also the alternative to drive this to the top left fairway and get a short iron instead towards the pin, which is also an interesting option, of course. Let's see. Thanks, Peter. If nobody knows who Peter is, he's a marathon grinder and he has this stream where he grinds 2 accounts simultaneously on Tour 11. It's a fantastic show. If you don't know him, please click his name and subscribe to his channel. Board PC Guy is also a streamer, so if you like to see more GolfClash related material, please look him up. Let's go for that one first. Let's see. Just some counter curl and see where we end up. No! That's not good. Ah. It's crazy, crazy. Wow. Now I don't get to practice anything what I wanted. But we might be able to see what this guy's doing, then we can maybe see. But he had a really nice club, so I won't be able to copy that. But let's see what we can do. I guess we should be able to land on the green. So, what to do? Let's try 5 rings and a bit. So what's the next hole? Hole number 3. So what's up? What's happening in the community? Is anything fun is planned, or anybody doing some charity work for the pink band, this cancer thing that's all over the place right now? Oh, close. Unlucky. Yes. Let's leave the cigar for the weekend, right? So this one is a little bit tricky actually, because you don't want to land exactly on the middle of that little fairway thing, because there seems to be a small bump on that little fairway, and if you end up landing right in the middle, you get an extra push, which is not what you wanted, or not what you want. So okay, hole 3. My idea was to... Oh, it's this one. So we will do a jump shot from the first island to the second one, lay up and try to sneak in an albatross. 10% on the drive. Let's go. Can you see this? This is my unicorn horn almost growing out. So we just get it to somewhere around here and not in the sand, because if you end up in the sand, that's not a good place. Then you will need to have to overpower and do whatever, maximize your chances to get over there. It feels good. I mean, this is fun. Expert level is more in my level. Masters still feels a little bit scary. But it's good fun. I will get there, but not this week. We will see when I do. Oh, that's not so good. Wow. Unlucky. So 10, 15. Here I think it should be about 1 to 1. At least I hope so. And let's counter that wind a little bit. Just for the heck of it. Let's not counter the wind like that. Ah! That was unfortunate. Good luck. So, hole number 4. Not in the sand. Not in the sand. What to do, what to do. So this one plays 20%. Let's go. My idea is to use 5 backspin. Place myself quite close to the bunker, front end of the bunker, and then use max side spin that is allowed with that backspin, and 7-4. About 6 rings. So let's borrow 1. Like that. 6 rings. It's 5 more. And let's do a little bit like that. 1 ball of curl. So let's see where we end up. Ooh! That went really long. Not what I thought, but we are good. We are still good for the eagle, but wow. Okay. We got really hard push for that. Going to check where we ended up landing later, but that one was better, but still not really close. So oh, glitchy. Here should be okay. Ooh, great. I don't want to hit great with the wedge. That's not acceptable. But I'm Mr. Great. Yes, I am. It's amazing that I hit so much great and still able to play this game. It must be some error in my genetics, because I can, for the love of it, I have problems hitting it perfect. So let's hope we have headwind. We can do some experiment. No, okay, that was okay. Yes, one extra. Yes, we are on the way. Okay, let's see what we can do about this. It should be a nice wind to do this actually, because let's use one and hope we get some push from the wind. And then this direction, I think 1-1 should be sufficient. So let's use 9. It's when you have headwind you need to add extra. Perfect. Oh, not too bad. Okay, that was hole 4. Hole 5. Which one is this? Let me have a look. Oh, it's a par 5. Today I'm going to try to do the albatross from the right hand side of the first fairway, and I will decide later on if I'm going to try to push myself to get closer and maybe higher chance on the albatross later on in the week. They always are close. But we need some drops as well. Well, this is... wow. The app has done that for me, on me several times, and I don't know what's up. I will reset the app after this one. So this one plays 10%, so it's about 6 rings. And we will use a little bit of curl, but not too much. Yeah, I don't know what's up. It's the up that's up, or fucked up, or something. I don't know. Something is up. You guys rock. It's so fun having you here, watching me suffering, but I'm not suffering so much for this. This is actually this was what I was talking about, but overpowering and not really getting a bigger chance on the albatross, in my view. I mean, it's still of course closer, but the albatross is still within reach even here. So you can maybe do a rough bump here as well. Let's try that. That's fun. Even maybe a little bit over here. Let's do it a little bit short. 8 rings. Let's do 8.5. And if we miss with a half, we know that we miss with more than a half. But it was nice distance, so maybe we do it like that. Short iron is of course an interesting option. Like this guy has, maybe, but he has side wind instead of a little bit of tailwind. Well, I don't know. You could of course dial that one in as well, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Great. Okay, now we have almost the same shot as we will have in the next hole. So we will use about 5 backspin and then 8-6. Let's use 9.6 rings, or let's round it off to 10. 10. Let's see what happens. Distance is good. We need some more curl, but we will lose this one, definitely. My son is doing acrobatics in behind, so if you hear some noise, that's him. Well, that's the fun about living with a family, right? Not sure what happened there, but we won. So now we reset the app. Don't want to just get something away. Times it is. Let's open that one. Reset app. Way. Start. Hello Klaus, welcome. I guess this is going to be also minus 13 if not something spectacular happens on the way, but I'm not convinced yet. So par 3, let's switch bags just for the heck of it. Let's go. Hole number 6. About 5 backspin was spot on, but we need more curl. Let's try about 1 ball and see where we end up. So we have like maximum there. Blue ring against the rough. 5. Let's do like that. 5 backspin, maximum right spin. 7, 8. About 10 rings. No curl, as we use more side spin now. And we hit it great. But I think we should be okay. A little bit less backspin. 4.5. But we are on the way of nailing this one. The ball shower on number 7. Okay, I'm not going to try that. I'm going to on hole number 7. I'm definitely going to lay up because it's headwind. I think I saw on some other stream. So that's it. Yeah, you can use whatever you like in the chat. It's up to you, but I will try to respond in English because I will try to reach out to more than the Swedish audience. I want to speak to everybody. It's crazy. This is so fun. So much fun. Okay. I think there's a headwind. There's not big chance to go for green on hole 7 in expert. So we get another chance. Let's hope for a headwind. Not so much. So we use a little bit more topspin. And then, as this is not straight headwind, we will be happy with only 1 extra ring, so it's going to be 9.2. 9.2. Let's see. Perfect, at least. Yes, Could have used 2.5 topspin, but other than that, it was going the right direction. So 1 plus 1, 1 to 1 plus 1 in if you have headwind angled towards you, and 1 to 1 plus 2 at least if you have straight headwind, as we did on the hole 1, right? It was hole 1. Definitely not enough with only 1 to 1 plus 1. So let's amend this to 2 and a question mark. That was a nice shot as well. Well played. Alright. So, hole number 7. Let's see where we end up. I believe we have headwind. I'm not 100% sure, but if we do, I'm gonna lay up on the first fairway and try to nail it with the sniper rough bump for the second one. Drive plays 0%, so, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm not gonna really push it. There's no need of being very close to the rough edge, so I'm gonna control it with some backspin, and hopefully we won't make a fool out of ourselves. It's always a risk, because doing it live, playing live like this, there's no turning back. It's like when you release the needle, that's it. So if there's anybody new to the channel, please hit subscribe and like and whatever, you find the buttons down there. It's so fun doing this. I will be putting out some additional material around the Sunshine Glade course. I mentioned it in the beginning, but there will be updated material on that as well. Also, the par 5s will be redone this week. So there's Max. Let's do like that. About 8 rings. Nothing exciting, I hope. And then we want to have a nice clean distance to the rough there. To be able to nail this one in the hole from a rough bump. But it's as we have headwind, could be an alternative, just doing it max backspin and try to get that one in the hole as well. If we don't get, if we get between clubs in the rough. And then we want to have a nice clean distance to the rough there. That one was very hot as well. In the headwind. Don't know what happened there. So yes, we have mid distance 3, 7.5 ring. And ball guide goes through the hole. So 7.5 rings. That's out there. Okay. And we hit great. Well, then we don't know how good that was, but at least we would have been more towards the pin. But we need to use a little bit more topspin next time as well, because we didn't have enough power. Only 2 more holes to go. This goes quickly, even if though I'm running the shootouts as well. Anybody who's suffering and looking at this later on, they can always skip the shootouts by playing, skipping them. So let's see, 2.5 with some headwind like that, and then 1 to 1 plus 1, 8.7, 8.7, and a little bit like that. As we ended up in the edge there, I pushed forward just a teensy-weensy little bit to compensate for the loss of distance. This is not enough anyway. Maybe I should start to adjusting 5 rings at a time. It's gonna be more accurate, but it's also you run out of time, and it's, I don't know, it's very convenient adjusting more rings at one time. There's 9 people watching. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. As you can see, I'm doing the expert this week, this tournament. I have done a few master tournaments as well, but for this week we're doing the expert, and I only have 1 account, so this is it. Okay, hole number 8. Which is this one. Most likely no topspin, but we must not end up landing in middle of the fairway, because then you get the extra push. At least I've gotten that a few times. I think it's gonna be more or less 1 to 1, but we will find out now. Seven, 10%. If it's mid club, it should be 1 to 1. So at that point, he's aiming now. Maybe it's a little bit behind this little ridge, which actually plummets your ball away. And if you adjust down to the water like that, you will lose some distance. So he will end up shorter than he wanted. No, maybe he added power, I don't know. That's at least what I've been seeing when I did some practice on Tour 7. So I'm gonna do like that, straight at the pin, no topspin whatsoever, just 1-to-1. As this is a little bit headwind, we will actually adjust 9 rings and a little bit forward. So let's see. At least I'm hitting perfect today. That's a relief. Okay, about 2 squares to the right, so we will make a note, 2 squares for 8.7. Maybe we can get at least one of these hole-in-ones for the opening, would be fantastic, but even better if we get it in the weekend. Okay, and what happened, Klaus? Was that better? Ah, motspin, you mean like left spin, not backspin, right? That could be an idea. I was thinking about seeing how far you get with and actually adjusting the 2 squares I missed now, and zoom in and see, and I'm reconnecting. Seven, 4. This is going to be a little bit trickier wind, because now you will move down towards, so 2 and straight at the pin. 7-4. This is almost straight side wind, so 7-4. And now you can see we end up in the water. We will push forward 1.5. Still short, but at least straight-ish at the pin. So in that case, we'll need to adjust even more than 1.5. All right. Hole number 9. Let's see if we can get an eagle or an albatross. But albatross, I don't think we will be able to do it. But there is a slight chance, right? Yeah, let's go. 10% on the drive. We're going to the left side, try to push it as far up that fairway as possible to get a decent chance on the albatross. So 10%, 8-8. 7 rings. Max 1.5 side. 7 rings. 6, and then push forward. Little bit of overpower and a little bit of counter curve. Let's see. Should be a safe eagle. I don't know about the chances of getting an albatross from that position, but we will see soon. It would be nice to end this with an albatross, right guys? I will go. Boom. Okay, so let's see. Will we get one extra? Almost min club, 7, 8, no extra, 6, 3. So 6, 3. Well, we at least gives it a chance, but not really. It was close. That was close. Nice chance. Should have been maybe 6.5 and a little bit more topspin. Oh. Awesome guys, I guess we have this tournament on the roll. So we have an opening on Thursday, opening round on Thursday. I really hope you can come and join me then. If not, it will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube, so you can watch it later on. But of course I would like to see all of you here again, because it's fun and it's good fun and social thing. Okay, his timer really went down, so I guess this is a replay. Minus 13 should be okay. Not a fantastic round. We would have needed at least one more drop to have a really good qualifier. But decent. So if I have time, I will stream some Tour 10 before Thursday, but I'm not sure how much work, how much time I need to spend on work. So let's see. So we have another chance on this headwind thing. So let's see if we can get at least a little bit closer this time. The strategy my opponent is using is really difficult, because you will need to, in principle, max overpower your shot. Or use a lot of topspin, and neither of them is a good idea. Oh, he did actually quite good. Thanks. Good luck. That was a nice approach, but let's see. So we use 5-ish, 5.5. 5.5. 9-1. 20%. That's gonna be 7 rings. And we use 1 ball of curl. And we hit it great. That's not what I wanted. But we got closer, but I guess we need to use even more curl. Like, yeah, more curl. More curl. Curly. Alright, that's it. That's the qualifying games, and I will get back to working on the par 5 and par 4 tutorials for the Sunshine Glades, mainly focusing on Tour 7. If nothing else, see you out there. Take care.